The conclusion is open to any form of surprise under the sun. Each one comes with the proviso that it's still really early, but the goal is to find unanticipated adrenaline rushes that are either worth tracking in the next weeks and months or have the best possibility of becoming new normals. Thus, let's take a look at some of the things that have surprised us so far this NBA season. At number 4, Miles Bridges' big break. The discussion of ticketing Miles Bridges for the most improved player should have been met with the pure, flatlining disbelief. But what about this? Bridges is averaging 22.7 points, 3.7 assists, and 1.7 steals per game, all of which are significantly higher than his career averages. His shooting splits have reduced, but they haven't reached their lowest point. His 54.4 effective field goal percentage is well above the league average 51.6, but it has been dragged down by 2 subpar outings the last 3 games. While someone climbs a volume ladder so quickly, swings of this magnitude aren't uncommon. Bridges' usage is up more than 7 points from last season, and it's not because he's taken on a more prominent play finishing role. At number 3, we have Chicago's defensive capabilities. Since last year's trade deadline, almost everything the Chicago Bulls have done have sparked heated arguments about the merits of their decisions. Up and down this take spectrum, every imaginable stance was represented. The only area where experts could agree heading into the season was on defensive expectations, or the lack thereof. Because it expected to play DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Nikolai Vucevic at the same time, and because it didn't have much, if any, backup center depth, and because, well, it just had to be, Chicago would be a horrible defensive club. Those people were completely wrong, at least for the time being. See, also, I'm one of them folks. The Bulls are the 5th in points allowed per possession, outperforming their offensive efficiency 8th, and have done so despite the absence of Patrick Williams, who's projected to miss the rest of the season due to his dislocated left wrist. 8 games does not have to be representative of everything, but my god. At number 2, we have Seth Curry and the Philadelphia Sixers' entire offense, but especially Seth Curry. The Philadelphia 76ers injury and health and safety absences continue to mount. Ben Simmons is also not with them. Did you realize that? The 76ers are not only above 500, but they also have the best record in the Eastern Conference, and the most efficient offense in the league. This includes the top half-court offense. All this happened without Joel Embiid becoming a true scorcher. Maybe this isn't going to last, in fact, it's unlikely. 76ers rank 1st in rim shooting and 2nd in 3-point accuracy. Georges Niang and Andre Drummond have made significant contributions. For Forbes, Brian Topic wrote a lengthy analysis on their significance to date. The Sixers, on the other hand, will become healthier. 4 of their planned starters have already been ruled out due to injury. Simmons should eventually take the floor or form a group of players to fill out the rotation. Who are we to mistrust Philly's long-term destiny, as Seth Curry's new normal is thermonuclear? The 31-year-old is averaging 17.8 points per game, thanks to a level of efficiency that can only be described in bullet points. Here's the following. On drives, 28 of 43 from mid-range, he shot 53% from beyond the arc, and 66.7% of his looks, 65.1%, registering an effective field goal percentage of 68.5 on off-the-dribble jumpers, the highest in the league among 97 players, with at least 25 attempts registering an effective field goal percentage of 81.5 on catch-and-shoot jumpers. The league's highest among 115 players with at least 25 attempts, scoring 2 points per possession in transition. Seriously, the league's best mark, by a comically large margin, scoring 2 points per possession in transition. So let's just say, holy crap, Seth Curry is a fantastic player. At number 1, we have Scottie Barnes' readiness. Scottie Barnes was taken at number 4 by the Toronto Raptors, ahead of consensuous favorite Jalen Suggs, and what was thought to be a long-term investment that would pay off in small increments. In other terms, he was a project. Immediate expectations needed to be scaled back, if not completely dismissed. That's all for now. The city of Toronto as a whole is a pleasant surprise. Before Pascal Siakam's comeback from left shoulder surgery, the team had climbed above 500, was on a 5-game winning streak, and had a top 10 net rating. On a happier note, Siakam is set to return on Sunday. Delano Banton, the number 46 overall pick, is a downhill power and disruptive defender who is currently playing. The most improved player conversation has been entered by OG Anunoby. I'm not sure the general public understands the load that Fred VanVleet is currently transporting. On defense, Gary Trent Jr. has stepped it up a notch. Svi Mykhailiuk is back-to-back hitting threes. Maybe my perception of the Raptors is skewed by my own expectations. They appear to be horribly undervalued at the start of the season.
3 lead, 3 minutes into the first quarter. Blazers been pushing that boulder uphill ever since then. Inside Siakam, nice.
After the timeout. Pascal Siakam. Mykhailiuk offensive rebound, gathers in a crowd, and
Barnes' performance is the biggest shock in any case. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Sport Inc, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.